Hello and welcome to today's live broadcast. Today we are going to be talking about 5 benefits of intermittent fasting. And today I'm going to share with you not only these 5 benefits of intermittent fasting, but how these 5 benefits really did help myself and our family as we were going through this horrible week here in the state of Texas, and how I really want to help everyone in our community develop a lifestyle that will work during any season of your life and will help you get through some tough times. And that's exactly what we leaned into here in our home with what we're practicing with intermittent fasting. So if you guys could do me a favor, could you leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know that you can hear me okay and you can see me okay? And also let me know where you're tuning in from, either Facebook or YouTube, because we've had some issues with uploading or going live with these broadcasts. So if you can leave me a comment, letting me know you can hear and see me and where you're tuning in from, that would be fantastic. Okay, so for those of you who are new, my name is Diane. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman. And here in this community, we talk about the benefits of intermittent fasting, not only for weight loss, but how intermittent fasting can really be a lifestyle that we can use for the remainder of our life and how we can really create some amazing benefits from it. So 5 benefits of intermittent fasting. The fifth, or the lowest one, we're going to get to the number one reason here in just a second, but it's simple. Like, in concept, intermittent fasting is one of the simplest ways that you can live your life around food, with food, and how it is you want to live your life in a healthy way and how you want to age. We know that there are so many aging benefits with intermittent fasting as well. So conceptually, intermittent fasting is the simplest way you can live. You designate 2 windows in your day. One is for fasting, one is for feasting. When you're fasting, you have to understand what fasting means and putting your body in a fasted state. And then when you're feasting, you choose food that will allow you the opportunity to look and feel your best. Super, super simple way to live your life. You don't have to worry about chasing down food, which gets to my number 4 benefit of intermittent fasting, and that is it's convenient. You can go long periods of time within your day and not have to chase down food, not have to carry food, not have to prepare food, not have to worry about food. You just live in the energized sense of calm in a fasted state. So it is the most convenient way to live our lives as well, because we're not constantly worrying either mentally and emotionally about food, and we can just go about our day. So, number 3 reason why intermittent fasting is so beneficial to so many of us is that it works with all nutritional lifestyle choices. So, if you're a vegan, if you're a vegetarian, if you're going to be a carnivore, if you want to be paleo, if you want to do a combination of all of the above, intermittent fasting accommodates any lifestyle genre that you choose to live, as long as you are really tuned in to the signs and signals your body is sending you, and the choices that you make in that feasting window will sustain how it is you ultimately want to look and feel. The beautiful thing about intermittent fasting is that it does create an environment for our body where we become very hyper aware of all of the chemical changes that take place when we do enter into that feasting window. So as long as you're staying conscious in that feasting state, you'll be able to determine what the best nutritional choices are for you. And that is really that third benefit of intermittent fasting that is so amazing for all of us, is it really does help you simplify your feasting choices based on how it is you say you want to look and feel. The number 2 benefit of intermittent fasting is it is so, so, so cost effective. You eat less, you spend less. And it really has, I know, at least in our family, helped us really create a feasting lifestyle that has allowed us to kind of up our game and allow us to have, grass-fed, grass-finished beef, really higher quality chicken. It has allowed us to also, have the opportunity to purchase more organic fruits and vegetables. And so the less we spend on unnecessary nutritional items, the more we have available to us in our feasting window to up our game as far as what we want to do quality wise. And for those who might be in a financial situation, I know there's so many hardships over this past year alone with a lot of the things that are going on in the world and the economy, that intermittent fasting is a very, very cost effective way to live with food choices, because you can eliminate all of that busy food. You can eliminate all that filler food and just really stick to nutrient dense foods. You'll up your health benefits and decrease what it is you're spending on food. And then my number one benefit for intermittent fasting, and what I have done and what our family has done as well, is really created a sustainable lifestyle that has now just been tested with what we have gone through here in the state of Texas to be, in fact, the easiest, the most cost effective, the one that works with everyone's nutritional lifestyle. And that was proven for us this week when we were really in a position where we didn't have the means to go to the grocery store. We didn't have the means to go out and have food delivered. We really had to be comfortable knowing that there could be days where we had no access to new food coming into our life or coming into our house, and just sitting in that energized sense of calm, using the water that we had available, making a hot cup of coffee when we had electricity in our home, and really not panicking in the absence of food. And I think that that is one of the best benefits of intermittent fasting, is having that mindset that you're going to be okay if you miss a meal or two. You're going to be okay if you don't have food for a day, that you can really put yourself in a position of calm. You can put yourself in a position where you're in control, and you can withstand some pretty hairy days, or some pretty uncertain days, conditions that you may not have control over, if you're comfortable with being without food. And I think that my kids benefited from that. I know my husband and I benefited from that. And we really did just stay calm in this last week here in Texas with all the weather conditions that we had. And we just knew that everything was going to be okay, because we don't panic in the absence of food. So, for women who I know who are suffering a lot of things like hypoglycemia and insulin resistance, and that fear of the feeling that we get when we aren't with food, or we feel like we need to have that fix from food, practicing intermittent fasting on a daily basis as a lifestyle will really help you build that confidence that we all might need to dip into at some point in our life, where food might be scarce, or just not able to go out and get food, and that that you're not going to starve, and that you can actually benefit from less is more. And I know for a lot of the way we have been trained to think about food in our society is that more is better. And what we learned here in this last week is truly less is more. And I have been living that myself for 6 years. I've taught so many of you women here in this community, hope to teach so many more of you women here in this community, that you will be absolutely fine in the absence of food, and that you can create an environment where your body can be calm and just get through skipping a couple of meals. You're not going to starve. So, quickly, we'll recap this. The 5 benefits of intermittent fasting. Notice that nothing on here has to do with weight loss or body fat or any of those kind of things. If you can get these 5 concepts under your belt, in your head, create the mindset of, if you can benefit from these 5 things consistently over time, I promise you, everything else that you're hoping to get from practicing this lifestyle will also fall into place. If you understand that intermittent fasting is the simplest way to live your life around food, this will be a breeze for you. If you can understand that intermittent fasting is convenient because you no longer have to chase food or have a snack in your purse or carry that insulated lunch bag around like we all used to do, you'll be fine skipping a couple of meals, and it will actually free up time and energy for you that you can benefit from in other areas of your life. It works with all nutritional genres. So whatever it is that you choose to put in your body nutritionally, intermittent fasting will work with that, as long as you are tuned into the signs and signals that your body is sending you. You pay attention to that, and you know that if something is ailing you, it's never what's happening in your fast. It's always going to be the choices that you're making in your feast. It is cost effective. It is the best way to save on money, save on time, save on resources, save on energy. You will not be out frantically purchasing the quick fixes and the diet schemy things and all that filler food, because you will spend most of your day in a fasted state. And then my favorite thing is, it is a sustainable lifestyle that will pull through for you in a pinch if you're ever in a situation where food is not readily available. I was so proud of my kids this past week, and how they just kind of relax into everything that was going on as well. And I do credit that to this mindset that we have developed here in our family. And I know a lot of you here in our community as well. And that intermittent fasting is the thing that will carry you through if you just understand it is okay to skip a couple of meals. So I know a lot of you are still in a situation here in the state of Texas who are without food and without water. And so this is something that I hope that we can all practice in the future as well. We are doing our best to make sure that we're going to stay connected to some of the resources for the areas that are still in need in Texas, and we're going to do our best to highlight those and get some community support for those of you who are still in need as well. Trust me, if you have water, you will be fine, and we will get the food to you as soon as we can. I know there's a lot of resources out there helping you as well. So we're fine here in our family, so I'm not trying to discount anybody who's still struggling. We leaned into this big time when we didn't know what our future held for us, when electricity was going off and we were really cold and had no heat. We didn't know what was going to happen to the pipes in our house. We stayed calm because we knew this was something we did not have to worry about because we were going to be okay living the lifestyle that we have created for us. So let me see if there's any questions or comments here. Debbie, hello from sunny and warm Fort Myers. Good for you, girlfriend. Patty, good to have you with us. Christy, because your inflammation is reduced greatly. There you go. There's another one of those benefits. That's a health benefit of intermittent fasting for sure. This is really more just lifestyle benefits and living a life very free from food necessity. And I think that that's great as well. But yes, you will get rid of that inflammation for sure. Shamila, hello, Diane. So good to see you back. Best choice I ever made was to fast this way. My husband and my brother are doing it too. Life is so simple now. Yeah, for sure. Like, we just don't have to be so preoccupied about food all the time. And it does really open up our mental space for other things that are probably way more important than the next meal or next snack we're going to have. Carolyn, thank you so much. Your girlfriend, you're so welcome. Maureen, you're welcome. Patty, my husband will be doing this with me. And I think my son is curious. When we go one, we go all. I love it. Yeah. I'm telling you what, when your friends, when your family, when the people that you spend time with and socialize with adopt this lifestyle, it is so much fun, and you get to do things other than just get together to eat. Like, you can go out for a walk, you can go do other activities that aren't always centered around the next meal, and that's really fun as well. Anita, good to see you watching from YouTube. Anita, thanks so much for jumping in with us today. Danny, good afternoon. Diana, Michael, and family, glad to see you guys are okay. October 2018 grad, fasting is the only way. Yes, for sure. So we are starting our next intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course this Saturday. So that's February 27th. The registration is open. Make sure you get on my email list, and I'll email you about all the details. We have a couple graduates here from our recent course. Christy just graduated from our 2021 course, and she's doing well as well. So it's always good to have you guys come back in as graduates as well. So 5 benefits to intermittent fasting that have nothing to do with weight loss, have nothing to do with fat reduction, just have to do with just benefiting from an easier life, benefiting from keeping more money in your pocket, benefit from not having to chase down food, and just living a very simplified life, not being concerned about the next fad diet or trend that's out there about nutrition, just listening to the signs and signals that your body is sending you and making the choices based on that for sure. So I will see you guys on Wednesday for our next live in our community here on Facebook and YouTube. Like I said, always make sure you're on my email list. That's the best way to stay in contact with us. Congratulations to all of our 2021 graduates who just finished up our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course. I am so proud of you. Congratulations for making the investment in you. It was super fun to hang out with you the last couple of weeks. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, or I'll see you guys somewhere around the internet this week as well. Have a good day.